An effective technique for subtracting fractions with unlike denominators is to generate equivalent fractions in order to find a common denominator. In this video, we will use this technique to subtract fractions with unlike denominators. In each case, the fraction differences are less than 1, and the solution is written as a fraction in simplest form. Let's start with an example. A recipe calls for an amount of milk and water. Given the measurements shown, how much more water than milk is there? The cup on the left has 3/4 of a cup of water. The cup on the right has 5/8 of a cup of milk. To find out how much more water there is, simplify this subtraction statement. The fractions don't have a common denominator, but one denominator is a multiple of the other. We can create an equivalent fraction for 3/4 as shown here. With a common denominator, we can find the fraction difference. There is 1/8 of a cup more water than milk. Let's look at another example. In one carton of eggs, 1/3 of them are white. In another carton, half of them are brown. How many more brown eggs are there than white eggs, expressed as a fraction? The brown eggs take up half the capacity of the carton on the right. The white eggs take up 1/3 of the capacity of the carton on the left. To find out how much more of the capacity is brown eggs, simplify this expression. These fractions don't have a common denominator. Generate equivalent fractions for these two fractions. We can use the carton itself, which is divided into 12 cells, to find equivalent fractions, as shown here. We can now simplify the expression. The difference is 2/12. Simplified, we get 1/6. Let's look at a final example. The seedling on the left is 3/8 of an inch tall. The one on the right is 11/12 of an inch tall. How much taller is the one on the right? In this example, we are trying to find the difference between these two fractions. To find a common denominator, find equivalent fractions. Here we have equivalent fractions for 11/12 and 3/8. As you can see, the common denominator is 24. We can now find the difference. The difference is 7/24 of an inch.